Welcome to the Bosporan Kingdom campaign for Et Impera 1.2.8. In the last part, we spent time trying to consolidate this area. Parthia declared war on us, but during the end turn, they've now made peace. And the reason I've accepted that peace is that we've got to deal with the Morians first. I know they've only got 2 settlements, but because we're fighting in the desert, I can't afford to have these guys hanging around here. And also, if I can get these 2 settlements, that gives us a slightly better route to push up against Parsa long term. The other problem up here is these guys, and I need to take these out as well before I can take on Parthia, because they in fact acts as an effective barrier to getting in here, which is the natural route to attack. And probably the best way to talk about this is a little bit of tactics. Now, one of the problems conquering the southern part of this area here is fighting in the desert, and the normal way I would try to attack is to come through here, take these settlements here, and then attack down this way while attacking this way, simply because where we got Parsa here, there's like a narrow pass here which effectively blocks access to this region here. So unfortunately I could take on these guys. The problem is that I wouldn't want to take this settlement straight away because it's a little bit isolated. So we're in a little bit of a difficult situation. I do want to get out and take at least this area here so that we can then perpetrate our war against Parthia. Because you see, look, Parthia is the dominant force in this area here, and there's a lot of very wealthy provinces here as well. And of course, in the long term, if we take this area, we could then come up this way and take the nomadic lands at the top. So this is going to be a little bit tricky. So first things first, we're going to pull this army back as we're in the winter. So we're no longer trespassing on this territory. So we're going to go on the defensive here. So, and I was pulling this siege army back to go up there. And I would have attacked Parthia up through here, but that would have meant 2 turns in the desert. You can see the attrition symbol even if we don't stay on the roads. And of course, what would happen is that we'd invariably end up fighting in the summer, and there's very little protection in the summer. Now, what I do want to do is we've got this army here. We're going to pull him back to here because he needs to refurbish a little bit. We're going to move this army back this way, as far as he would go. Because we've got this army here. I want to do the swap here so we can bring this army back up to strength. And what we're going to do is give him all that. I think we'll give him the axemen. We'll bring back these guys. And what that means is this army will be up to, but this army still needs to refurbish a little bit. I think we'll give this guy, we're going to keep him. And then what we'll do is we'll bring this army back towards Charax to get extra units. The other thing I've also done is I've wanted to move my navy up to here because we got this small Morian navy knocking around, and we're going to put him in here. Oops, sorry. And ideally I can't recruit him. Thank you, game. Now, another problem I've got, and this is one of the big dilemmas of fighting in the desert, is that, oh, we've got some places here, but I'll just show you here. You can see we've got available supplies 231 out of 500, supply production 24. As you can see there, our consumption outstrips production at the moment, which means we don't have long in this area before our armies start to starve. And that also applies to BAM. Look in Bama, we've got 158 out of 250. You can see the supply chain is minus 37. And I've got my horse archers here. And I think what we're going to do is we're just going to have to take a chance here. I'm going to pull the horse archers back into this area here. You can see they're actually on supply chains here. But you can see there it says low supply consumption, armies consume regional supplies. And that's one of the problems that we're going to have, is keeping our army supplies. So what I'm going to do is temporarily pull the horse archers back here while we bring this army through. Bring this army through. Try and get him on, keep him on the roads, so we can get the siege army. Because what we're going to try and do is push on Parsa. Now, I don't think I can cancel the trade deal at the moment. Let me just see. Because I rather sillily made a trade deal. Yeah, we've got to wait one more turn for that to happen. And so we can take him out and then push on Parsa. The trouble is they've got a whole group of troops here. And where's my agent? The agent's in the wrong place as well. Everything is in the wrong place at the moment. So we're going to get you down here. I'm not sure. You've got a garrison of 19, which is still a little bit weak, but they will be full strength by the time we get into position to attack. And of course, what I want here is we're going to get that. We're building that there. We don't need growth. So we might as well go for water tanks for the public order. And what now, food is going to be an issue in this area. Be there because it's -5 food. Of course, we got quite low culture as well. Oops, I don't want to raise an army. I think what we'll do is we'll see what we can go. Wine won't give us that much money. I think we're going to go the food route here, I think. Just to try and... because I think this will give us... I don't think it actually gives us any boost to supplies. I mean, the alternative is that we can't put a grain silo in here, which is a little bit unfortunate. So we're going to go that way. We can... yeah, that's 10 food. This is 10 food. I think we're going to leave that just for the moment. We can always change it later on. And I think that covers there. Just check the construction report. We've built this out here. We've also got a new character arriving on the next turn. But he isn't listed here actually, is it? Household expands, army, quartermasters, discovered army, trap failed. Now, another reason why I want to get rid of the Morians is they're constantly whacking us with agents. Got these 2 agents here kind of hanging around, attacking my armies all the time. And that's one of the annoying aspects of the AI. Plus the fact they've got quite a lot of armies here as well, which isn't helping matters very much. Let me just see. Armenia. Quick flip through. Been a few days since I've actually played this series. Ooh, look at that. And then what we're going to have here, we've got a water tank, we've got that there. Don't normally build industry. Maybe we'll do a little bit of industry there. Yeah, I don't normally. So we got that there. As I was saying, it's been a few days since I've played, because what actually happened on the day I was meant to record a video of this, the day got a little bit out of control. We got quite a lot here. We got a bit of a food shortage though. But again, I eventually would like to take this down, but we're not going to take that down until we got this here. I think we can. We've got the money for this, so we'll just take that up as well, just to keep the money rolling in. Right, I think that's all I can do this turn, so we're just going to go for an intern. Oops, we've got unassigned skills. We've got our navy over here, which I think going to push the Empire maintenance. What else we got there? 10% wealth. We're going to push the Empire maintenance. That will increase my overall income. I think also we're just give him that so that we can possibly strengthen his naval abilities as well. This army here just keeps leveling up left, right and centre because of this level hero here. He's a bit wasted actually. I think we'll just keep him for the moment. We may need him because it's winter up here. I don't think this place has got any problems with. what we can give him. Maybe we'll come this way, and we'll give him. He can contribute a bit more empire maintenance as well. That should get. So the empire maintenance is 27%. I really do need to work harder on getting the empire maintenance down. Anyway, just gonna go for an intern. Got our politician is healed up, ready to command, but of course she's fully leveled up, so we won't need that. Here comes the attrition report. Here's our new royal rivals. That's Spartacus the Fifth. I'll start with him. He's in here, so I think we can adopt him. We can adopt him into the family, so that eventually we'll be able to get him married. Have a quick look at the political situation. It's not brilliant. Imperial level agriculturalist, likes Greeks. Yeah. What we got here? He's a xenophile. A lot of friend with the diplomatic established. Yeah. Okay. Now this army moved during the end turn. I think we'll just leave him in this area for the moment. We've got this other army defending here against the west. This army needs to start moving back to Charax. Probably to about there, actually. That gives us... Oh, God, where's that army gone? But you guys can be very irritating sometimes. I've got a feeling he's probably come back to this area. There he is. Okay, game. That's going to give me a problem. I don't know. If I could get... Because he's just in range of that area there. I bet you he can't reach. I can get him with that army. I can't get him with that army. Right, horse archer army. I want you actually just across the border. I can find you a spot. You have to bring this army down to here. We're going to really crowding this area. We're going to have to put you there. What we got to do is try and get in here before they get a chance to build up their armies even longer. See if we can cancel that trade deal. Because we don't want...
Let us use our time.
Okay, oops.
If the river dries
Okay, we've cancelled the trade deal. They hate us. This could be pretty bloody. We're going to need... Okay, we got what we got here. We got marble, which is the most wealthiest one. Sculptor's the route to go. Get a sculptor there. One thing that did occur to me is, where are my agents? You're there. You're there. I think we'll pull you right over here. Actually, I'm sorry about that. And I've got my other agent is here. I'll just follow this route. What I'm trying to find out over here is what the Romans... Well, that's a surprise. The Romans haven't taken Nuria. And look at... Wow, Lugi. Looks like they haven't actually taken their northern provinces. Be quite interesting to find out. Well, they've taken Sicily. Because Carthage has still got their... It looks like Rome is actually... Wow. Looks like Rome is actually coming along this route here. That could be interesting. So we've got this army moving back. We've got these armies here. I mean, if I could do a 3-army attack, But wow, that would be interesting. But if this guy stayed there, we could get them out onto the field. We've got an elephant general there. Got 3 elephants, because of course the Morians like their elephants. And the garrison here is... okay, this is going to be a little bit tricky. I don't think there's much else we can do. Just look at the construction report. The trap failed, construction report. Right, we got this in Corin. Can we take up anything else here? This gives us a reduction in banditry. Minus settlement market. That will give us food and a bit more, tiny about more growth. A little bit of squalor. We offer, I mean, we got the slack for squalor and a bit more money this way. It actually unlocks another unit. Quite interesting. That looks that. Right, I think what we'll do is we'll just build that. I don't really want to spend too much money. Can you... I don't think we'll recruit here. We'll recruit back in Charax. The food situation here is probably starting to get... yeah, we don't have that many more turns before we can do it, so I'm going to go for an end turn. Okay, mission issued. Beat the following army. Yeah, well, that's Parthia. Game's running a little bit behind. We've got a library here that needs to be taken up. These guys are an absolute pain. I doubt if I'm going to be able to get... see, one of the problems is... well, we just... army sabotage.
I will see it done.
Sort their provisions. The problem with this army is his zone of control, which we would need to get to attack here, is inside the city's zone of control. So we declare war. We can't attack him directly with multiple armies. We could attack him with one army, but that would then I'm just wondering, you can get there, you can get in, you can get in. You can hit them with this artillery army. We could hit him, but we couldn't win the battle, because if we attack him, all the other armies will join in. And I think this army is 16 plus, that's 20, that's 24 plus another, that's 40, and that would give us 59 units against 60 units. What we're going to do is we're going to declare war on Moria. We're going to come in here, we're going to declare war. Not going to call our allies in. We stay trustworthy, but we're not actually going to attack. What I want to do is leave this settlement open so that the Morians may actually move away and try and take back Bam. What we'll do is we'll bring this army up. Actually, we'll bring this army into the settlement. We'll keep you there, you there. Keep the Cav army again, just right on this border here. Move you back. Barracks. And I should have got rid of these guys. I don't think I really need them anymore. And you, and recruit We'll get a couple of these and a couple of these. I want 2 units. Right, what I'm hoping is that by declaring war but doing nothing, the AI may go for BAM, and then I'm quite happy again to sacrifice BAM if I can. This opens up because we can, if we can get Pura, that opens up the path to here. And then where's that agent that I was bringing back? You move over this way. Right, we're at war. We've got an army hanging around here as well. What type of army are you? Wow. This is going to be a fun army to take on. I mean, it's no way it's a siege army. I mean, even Parsa, for a garrison of 18, especially if it had the support of the horse archers, there's no way that would get taken down. This would give us a bit more cash. About Gore, an extra garrison unit. We don't need growth. We don't need. I mean, the research rate we've already got. I can't see any benefit in taking that up. All that up. I don't really want to. Don't think that that doesn't increase our supply situation that much. There's no point doing anything about that. I want to take a quick look at the characters. Get rid of you. I think you're already maxed up. I'll be surprised if you guys can do anything. I don't think we've got any new daughters or anything that we can level up. I think they're all leveled up, aren't they? Over here we got, and you're all leveled up as well. We could probably put in some fringe benefits. Not really. Just wait. Oh, you could probably authority leading an army. Oh, we'll certainly give you that. It was a missed opportunity. Right, I need to. Anything that's going to give me, I think, faction wide. Finsters. Returns recovering from wounds, but you're not going to be doing anything. Authority, gravitas, that will give you gravitas. Plus all for all units. Nothing there. Never been too sure whether if you gave somebody in the provincial capital something like that, whether they would affect the capital province. Not seeing anything else there, so I don't think we can do anything else. Right, got 7,000. What else have we got? We've got Charex here. That would give us a little bit more food for 2 public order and 2 squalor. Will it improve the garrison a little bit? No, it keeps the garrison there, but it gives us more grain to trade and a little bit more growth. Sanitation here is good, so I think we'll take that up. We've already checked you. Syria. Right, we got. I don't think we get anything from here. We've already got the public order. It really surprises me that these settlements don't give you anything that's a little bit better by going up to level 4. Level 4 is always a bit risky because quite often the costs outweigh the benefits. That one give me a slightly better garrison. This has got a good garrison anyway. This would give me increase in wealth from agriculture. Got quite a lot of agriculture here, but it's going to cost me 3 food and squalor. We've got the food, so maybe we can take that up in Syria. This province, what we got here, this would give us 2 more food. at the cost of public order, and I think we could take this up in there as well. Marder, you're good. This is good. The food is marginal here. In Parsa, we've already looked at. What we got here for Tanis? There's gain a increase of 100 isn't really worth it. Again, we've already got the whole province bonus, so I don't think that's really worth it. Palmyra's still being built up. This is still being built up, and Scythia is still doing its own thing here. It's not really worth doing, increasing this province here, or this region here, or just to increase the garrison by 1. And I think that's about it. So we're just going to go for an enter. Okay, rampant piracy hunted, military sabotage. Child is born. So where was that sabotage? Probably. Oh, they're still hitting up here. That's okay. Destruction reports. Everything. But we've got a Hellenic outpost in Bam. These guys are right on our edge, and these haven't moved. And they're building their armies up more and more. If we can attack them, you've got 16, you've got 20. The only problem is the risk of a you can say the only problem I can think of is the risk of the game crashing should I attack. He's right on that edge there. We can't get in through this kind of field of right, what I'm gonna do is we're gonna if we can attack this guy. See where we're gonna get right. We're gonna fight the battle, but we're not. All we're gonna do is attack and then retreat once we've kind of done some damage to them. So we're gonna have to kind of take up a bit of a defensive position. What I'd like to do is damage a lot of their army. So we're gonna start deployment. We got a really good defensive position here. In fact, I'm kind of inclined. We need to set up close to the border. I know this is a little bit gamesmanship. I can't think of any other way to. Otherwise, I'm just going to sit here for 10 turns trying to get this done. Really steep slope there. Actually, this is quite a nice defensive position. Can we actually? Yeah. Wow, this is. We're gonna come there. Some. I think we'll have 3 of these guys on this side. Here. General, you're gonna have to stay there. Artillery there. Let's see. We got a possible little slot through there. I'm gonna put my small amount of cavalry on that side. I know it counts as corner camping, but I can't think of any other way to do this. I always hate fighting in the east, but there's not much I can do about it. Right. And we're going to play it on high speed. Just to...
Enemy reinforcements approaching.
Yes, I know. So we're going to play on the edge here. let them come at us. I must admit, it's the first time I've played on this map, a map like this, where we got a kind of natural defensive line there. Looks almost like they're going to try and come round behind us down this side here. I'm kind of going to bring over a unit there. Got chariots there. Yep, they're actually going to go for trying to get into this gap here.
One of our units has used all its ammunition. Heavy archers! Archers! Now! Royal thorax swordsman!
Front line.
One of our units has used
There's elephants.
Royal thorax swordsman! Halt now! Men of pressure! Mounted missile warriors! Armored horsemen! Step archers!
Right, we've got them on this side.
Archers! Now!
Right, we've got medium shot cav coming in this side.
Companion cavalry! Horse archers! Heavy horse at your command! Keep him near General! Engage! Heavy archers! Archers!
Comes more elephants.
Our general is under attack! Archers! Heavy horse! The enemy general is
Right, we've got one general down.
melee infantry!
General back. The archers.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Right, leave the battlefield. Right, we've got that light shot cav this side. General in on this side. We've got these guys on this side. Right, we've got more forces coming in. You guys drop, leave the battlefield, get you off the battlefield. Right, they're coming in this side. General, this way. Got light spear infantry over here. Really need some more reinforcements on this side. problem's going to be is disengaging. You leave the battlefield.
The men are wavering.
Time to withdraw. Going to be a little bit risky. Withdraw. 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 Draw. Do this very quickly.
Our men flee the field.
We're probably going to take more casualties in the withdrawal than anything else. This could be painful. Okay, end battle. We lost 739 and we killed 1,000. We've wrecked quite a lot of their army. Didn't really have the impact I was hoping for. Now the big factor now is going to be is where my army actually retreats to. Right, we lost 2 units and we didn't, I don't think we killed any of their units. Okay. Right, this army's now retreated back to there, which is outside the zone of control. Right, this army, we lost 2 units. We could do with some mercenaries. I think we're getting a mercenary elephant unit. Now, what we're going to do is going to bring you up right alongside, and you as well. What that will mean is that these guys should be part of the defensive unit. We've now stripped their garrison. Get sabotage on that guy. Come on, you've got to do it. Not successful. Where's my other agent? I don't think you're in range at the moment. You're coming there. I have to bring. We're probably going to need the cavalry army as well. We literally got all our forces committed now. I don't think there's anything else I can do. So what I'm going to do now is go for an end turn. And we'll see if they come out and attack us. Okay, missing banditry and supplies, robbery, hidden agent exposed, Charles is born, increase in rank, construction. Right, we've got a fountain over here. I don't think we can take this up any higher at the moment. We're still researching. Okay, we now have a very interesting situation here in the sense that this army has now moved out this way. He can probably still get support from this area. This army is damaged. They've got this army here.
Ready for battle.
He can be supported by these. But what we have got is this army now kind of out on its own. Okay guys, I don't think I've got time to deal with this situation in this video. So this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you found it interesting. In the next part, my strategy is probably going to be to use the horse archer army to attack this one, and hopefully we'll get the garrison in support. Then we'll probably attack these 3 armies against this guy if we can get in, because of course we've got to get past that supplement zone of control. And then what we could do then is force a field battle here with 3 armies. Although this army is still damaged, but we've got this one here. I mean, we've got 3 fairly damaged armies. So this could turn into quite an interesting pair of battles. But until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.